What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gamers Grotto. Today we're going to be building a trading hall. So this is the one that I built in my survival world, but I had a bunch of footage of that. There's a zombie, but it was a process, right? And here we can see our trades. I'm going to show you a quick way to change them into from zombie villagers back into regular villagers. Look at all these cheap costs. Look at that. Enchantment books. Silk Touch for 1 gem. Protection 4, 1 gem. Fortune 3, 1 gem. You also sell the books for 1 gem. Infinity. Unbreaking 3. Looting 3. Respiration 3. So I'm going to show you how to build all of this. Mending, yeah. Yeah, so I'm here in a super flat world. I built that trading hall in my survival world, but it was a pain in the butt to do so, and it took me like 2 hours because I had some issues with some zombies at one point, and then I had misplaced my dispensers, and it's a lot harder in survival to build it, so it took me way too long, and the footage is just really long and boring, and me running around trying to figure out how to build the thing. So I'm going to show you how to build it in creative, and you can build these in your survival world. So now, first you need any sort of building block. I chose stripped birch, but you can use anything. You're going to need pistons, buttons, switches, dispensers. I'll get into all that in a minute. I also need redstone, but forget to put it in my hotbar here, and I'll get it later. The awesomeness about this is that you can get all of these trades for 1 gem. Like my melon and pumpkin farm that I created, I can now sell each individual product as 1 gem, and then that 1 gem can buy me an enchantment book. So if I lose my armor or for whatever reason, then I can just replenish it for 1 gem. So to start off, you're going to be building a whole 1 deep. So this is if you want to build multiple traders in one area. So these holes in the ground, 1 deep, 3 long, will be where the villagers are sitting. So then put a piston here. This will be 2 deep. And you can build this as wide as you can, as wide as you want. If you want 20 villagers, you just keep repeating this pattern over and over and over again. So basically you're building this and repeating it. So this will be where the villager is staying. Place a trapdoor right here, lift it up. That'll separate the zombie from the villager. Now in Bedrock Edition, which is where we're building this, zombies and villagers need to be on level ground for their interaction. And that's where the piston comes in to separate them from the zombies. The trapdoor keeps them separate, but then the piston keeps the zombie from being able to attack the villager. So finish the structure just like so. And then we're going to place a dispenser right here. See the circle? That means it's pointing down. So it's going to fire the projectile going downwards, or dispense downwards. So we fill in this block. So this is basically the structure. We're also going to need a job block, also a roof to prevent our zombie from burning up in the sun. And then you can just keep repeating this over and over and over again. So I want my villager, and let's get a villager and a zombie. There it is. And a zombie. Perfect. So the zombie, you just wait for nighttime, cut out the side of your machine here, your trading hall. So he's going to go here. So you cut out the side of your trading hall and then just lure him in one side. See, like that. You just lure him in and then run out the other side, seal it off, double back to the other side, and seal him into this chamber. Okay, he can run away. An easy way to get your villagers inside of this machine. When you're mining and you find mine shafts, just collect the rail. Or if you're rich on iron, because you've done a ton of mining at Y level 18, just build some. You just plop down some rails like this. And then your villager, he's going to be placed into a minecart. So we slowly just push him in. He'll go in, and you just push the minecart into the slot. Oh, push him over the piston. Now we're going to get rid of that minecart, just so you're not spending that much iron building this thing. Then we're going to get some job blocks. So the job block is going to go right here. He won't be able to get out. That's going to activate the redstone. So then, to prevent him from leaving before breaking your minecart, place a half slab right above the job block. And this half slab is also going to protect the villager whilst the night happens. There we go. Place that, break that, place the job block, and there you go. That is basically it. Basically it. It is really super simple. So then you just build a channel like this, run through here, lure your zombie in, jump out, seal it off. So let's seal that off now. See? And he can't interact. He can't reach him. On Bedrock Edition, this is just the way they interact. But if you lower him, he'll turn into a zombie. But, warning, switch your game to hard, and it's 100% guarantee that he'll turn into a zombie. Ooh, misclick right there. Guaranteed zombie on hard mode. It's a 50% chance on normal, and it's a 0% chance on easy. What'll happen is that the zombie will just kill your villager. So then, that dispenser is going to be filled with tipped arrows of weakening. Now, resource-friendly way, you could put a potion in there, a splash potion or a potion in there to dispense. But I'm going to show you a more efficient way of converting these. So you get a cauldron. You could probably find one in a village if you don't have the iron. You're gonna have to go to the nether to make a brewing stand. So you craft your potion of weakness. Put 3 potions into your cauldron. 3. Now your stack of arrows, yeah, it'll do a whole stack. Dip that into the cauldron. Now look, we have 64 full stack of arrow of weakness. We'll throw those into the dispenser. Now we'll get our golden apple, right? Potion of weakness, or even a tipped arrow of weakness. Does the same effect. One's just cheaper to make, with more uses. Get our golden apple. To convert our zombie, we press the button, firing the arrow. You can see it. Oh, there we go. Now he's shaking. He's converting back into a villager. Let's fast forward this. So this will take anywhere from like 2 minutes to 5 minutes for him to convert. So then now he's just changing back to a villager. And then there we go. So he's going to turn back. Now look, his trades are cheaper. And look, instead of 4 iron ingots, it's 1. And he'll trade you a gem. So if you want to change it back to cheaper trades, lower the piston. See? Just like that. And that trapdoor is what separates the two, so that your zombie will never go into the other chambers, and your villager will never leave. So while he's converting back into a villager, let's build it on a slightly larger scale. It's the exact same pattern, just repeated. I'll build a back wall on this. Just more of a finished product. So then you want to build 3 high. You could build it with anything. If you wanted to use crimson nylium, you could. I'm not. I'm just going to use my birch. Any construction block that you want to use. Like so. Just a very simple design. Now we put our roof on. Like so. I would tell you how many blocks it would be required to build this, but it all depends on how big you want it. So this would be the passage for the zombie to get in and out of. So now we'll put our trapdoors. Right, I'm standing on it. Like so. Like so. Remember, that'll separate the zombie from the villagers. There should be a block like that above the zombie. I forget to build it here. Now, for the switch to lower the piston, you got your redstone. Now, I have an alternate design that requires way less buttons and switches, but will use more redstone. So you place a redstone here, 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 and that'll just do 1. But if you wanted to do more than 1, you can place redstone here and connect all the redstone together, all the way through the trading hall. Now you can activate all the pistons. You can have all of them going or just 1, but we're gonna build it. We're just gonna build it so that it's 1 switch per bay. So then now let's place our dispensers, like so. Like so. Right above the piston, because that's where our villager will be staying. And these will be firing our tipped arrows, as mentioned previously. Oops, that is the wrong spot. Like so. Perfect. And you've seen at the beginning of the video, I did this all in survival. So then an easy way to get your villagers in there is just take some rail. Ooh, wonky rail. Let's fix that. There we go. Now it's easier said than done getting the villagers into the minecart, but I have a tip to show you for that. So that's even if your villager is far away. You can either build the rail system from there, or you can get a boat and then take the boat, plop it down on the ground, and then slowly nudge the villager into the boat until he has a seat, like so, and then drive the boat. I mean, it's slow, but it's constant progress. Then once you're by the minecart, you can break the boat and just slowly push him into the minecart. Whoopsie-daisy. Let's move that back. There we go. Break the boat. So then just slowly nudge him in, and then push him into the chamber that you want him to. There we go. Just like that. Now remember your job blocks and your half slabs. So before breaking, where'd they go? There they are. Before breaking your minecart, put a half slab in, and then put the job block below. You can do lecterns, composters, cauldrons, looms, grindstones, smokers. I also believe the blast furnace. So then you put your job block here. Let's get a switch. Or a lever, sorry. And there we go. He's in. So then we just repeat the process. Push him into the minecart. Have him seated there. We can have him, there we go. So make sure that your half slab is there before you remove your minecart. So we'll place our half slab directly there above the job block. Break the minecart. Place the new job. He escaped. Remember I told you I forgot the layer of blocks that go here. See, he can just walk out. You have to block them in. There we go. So this should be one deeper. My apologies in my build. Just like so. Silly mercenary. Alright. So let's just place him in here because he was in here. Job block. Now in your survival world, they will link up to whatever job block. Because I'm in creative mode, they're not, and I'm just spawning them in with a spawn egg, so they'll just already they have a job without having to link to a job block. I don't know why he's not going in there. Alright, let's ride the boat. Oh, perfect. Again, it's a slow process, but it's progress. And this is kind of why it took so long to build my other trading hall that I showed in the earlier in the video. Is this process took forever and it was just really boring. So I cut it. And I'm just going to show you a short and sweet version. You just repeat this over and over again. So once he's placed over the piston, we'll place our half slab, give him a job block. Or with the half slab, break the minecart, then give him a job block. Let's make him a librarian. So, this would normally take 3 potions. This would normally take 3 potions, 3 potions of splashing to give them the effect. But because we're using tipped arrows, 3 potions can do 64 villagers once with 3 potions rather than 3 villagers. It's really simple. You take 3 potions, brew 3 potions of weakness, then place all 3 potions into the cauldron. Then 2, 3, dip your arrows into the cauldron, making a full stack of arrows of weakness, which is the same thing as the potion. So let's divide this up between our 3 dispensers. 1, 2, 3. So ultimately, we can transform 20-some villagers in this trading hall. Let's get our buttons for the... Now remember, I had a way to... I showed you earlier that we can make all of the pistons go up and down at the same time with 1 lever. You can do the same with all the dispensers, just by placing a line of redstone there. So when you press it, all 3 of them get hit with the tipped arrow all at the same time. Or you remove the redstone if you don't have any and just place 1 button on each. So that way, if you've already got a villager with the best trades, you can optimize it and just do it 1 at a time, rather than wasting 3 tipped arrows for nothing. Let's just build a roof so that our villager can get, our zombie can get to the other trading hall. And again, you can just keep building this machine, this trading hall, over and over and over again. So he's going to go down in here and have a new target. So he's going to get it. Then that zombie's just going to go 1 to 1, 1 to the next, until they're all converted. To prevent your zombie from despawning, either throw a shovel or a sword or something at him so he picks it up. That way he won't despawn. That's the easy way. Or get a name tag. An easy way to get a name tag is once you have a librarian at the master trading level. So here's the optimized version. You have 1 lever. Yeah, once you have a librarian at the master, see, 1 lever does it all. At the master level, he will trade you a name tag. Now with this machine, you could easily get that at 1 gem. So there, we've hit all 3. Now the arrow only lasts 11 seconds. and I'm mucking about in the Alright, we'll reapply the arrows. Cure him, cure him, cure him. Miss the arrow, cure him. Let's fast forward this a little bit. So what's nice about this design is that you just keep repeating that for that one chamber, like so. Placing this here. Our piston down in the bottom. Redstone. Dispenser. Build the little frame. And just keep going. You can keep going over and over and over again. There we go. Our villagers have changed. And now look at their trades. 1 gold bar for 1 emerald. Nether trip, please. Then we also have, look at this guy. Reduced. This is my favorite. Farmers are where it's at. In an earlier episode, I made pumpkin melon farm. That's unlimited gems right there, because that thing's so fast. Alright guys, well that's the trading hall. Thanks for watching Gamers Grotto. Please like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. And until next time, have a good one.